Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster, now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the expanded list of available options. You can import your team builder created teams and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be time to figure out where on the coaching staff. Now for the fun part. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Michigan State fans have already started the Spartan Walk on a perfect night for college football, and one they hope will finish with a Michigan State victory in its home opener. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. The Spartans have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Childs. Makes the catch. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. Now, in recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Just
there he goes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It doesn't matter how you get it done, you just got to get it done. And that time, RPO, play caller is expecting him to throw the football to get that first down, but nothing's there, nothing's open. So nice job by the QB bailing his play caller out. He takes off, he knows exactly where the first down marker is, uses his speed, gets out of bounds, barely past that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Buys a little extra time. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears in the back.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Kelly. How about... effort there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Kelly. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Spartans are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Blasted as he lets it go. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the air, it's Lowry. It's complete on the right side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
At the 45 on his way. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his...
He's going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every possession.
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Lowry. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He'll try to do it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face score.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. still down by a field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stopped him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lowry. Using the quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet really.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That would...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Lowry. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. On the ground, it's Buckley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incomplete.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got a man. It's Kelly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Find some fresh air. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartans!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best.
Reels it in down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zones. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on 1st down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He'll set up to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Spartans buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. At the 15, he's loose. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David,
Drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So North Texas offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Western Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Got the 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. North Texas in the hurry up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Buckley. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. Snagged out of the air.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to do it on the ground. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. At midfield, he's got room. Open spaces. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Buckley. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Here's the handoff. Made it miss again. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Western Michigan, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Hit as he throws. The short hands, it's Williams. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
A 10-yard loss.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points.
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, still looking. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out! Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Headed to the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Quick strike complete. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Buckley. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. A long way to go on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's got the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the middle. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Hold and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Western Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They go to the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. The Mean Green needing only a sliver of green to convert on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense, more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense.
Green 25.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Gets it out fast. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, out of space. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Swings it out to the flat.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Right on the money. Runs through the tackle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Offense in an empty set. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock, and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.